Welcome in, everyone. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. We have a very disturbing and sad update regarding Katlyn Harp from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. I reported yesterday she, who had been missing since 19th of June 2025, had been located yesterday on the former property of her husband, Vincent Lloyd Harp. This occurring in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Katlyn was found her body yesterday on that property. Her husband was arrested last night, and we have all the details, the charges, and sadly enough, the condition in which Katlyn Harp was found in a green metal box on that property. Hit that thumbs up. This is for entertainment purposes only. We are listening to information that is out in the public regarding the disappearance in now M of Katlyn Harp and charges of her husband, Vincent Lloyd Harp. I may speculate, form some opinions, and theorize, not accusing anyone. It is all alleged, and it is for entertainment purposes only. On June 29th, officials received a call from Katlyn's sister saying that she believed she had found Katlyn on a property formerly owned by Vincent in the 80 block of Harp Lane. Officials arrived to find a green metal box, the same that was reportedly seen in the back of Vincent's vehicle on June 20th. Katlyn Harp was reported missing, last seen June 19th. The box was reportedly found on the mountainside, 180 yards from a cliff and just slightly north of Vincent's property, and had a strong decomposing odor coming from it. This property right here is the property that we are discussing, that Katlyn Harp's body was found on in a green metal box by her sister. Officials cut the box open and found human remains, according to an affidavit, that were identified via a tattoo as Katlyn Harp, 33 years old. Officials say Vincent, who is her husband, cellular records placed him in the area on June 21st around 10:30 a.m. by a dump site, and he was later seen just west of Harp Lane around 6 p.m. Vincent Harp has been charged with tampering with evidence, homicide, and abuse of a corpse. Rest in peace, Katlyn Harp. Lots of details I'm about to share with you on the charge. Very sad developments, but her husband is in custody. I do have information on that as well. Before I get to that, I do want you to know that a forensic autopsy is being scheduled for today, Monday, June 30th. And Katlyn Harp was pronounced dead at 3:30 p.m. yesterday on Sunday, June 29th. And there is her cause and manner of death are pending the autopsy. These are the charges that Vincent Lloyd Harp, her husband, are being charged with. And this is credit to from X reporting from Bohat's News. And the charges, as you can see, Vincent Lloyd Harp, date of birth 12/9/1987, from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, male, brown hair, brown eyes, white race. He is charged with criminal homicide, tampering with, fabricating physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. The arrest date was yesterday, June 29th, 2025. And the autopsy is pending today. And as well, let me share some of this with you as well. He will be before Judge Doug D. Brewer in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. He is currently awaiting preliminary arraignment. Very sad development for the family. Very sad development for the family. Now, this is Vincent, and from an interview from Drew Mumich, pressenterprise.net, he shared a lot of a Snapchat argument that went on, and some information from a very thorough interview that he did with Vincent. So in the beginning, Vincent had told him interview credit to Drew Mumich and Reddit credit to PheesGee. He said the events leading to his wife's disappearance started with what seemed to be a minor disagreement. He insisted the Thursday evening argument was not physical. He had seen Katlyn Harp was receiving notifications on her phone of messages from other men on Snapchat, a photo messaging app. She was getting out of the shower, and I asked her what they were about. She said they were just her friends from Lewistown, and we talked about it, but it wasn't like a heated argument, like screaming, hollering, nothing like that. He said they ate dinner together, and he thought everything was okay. Please stay to the end where I'm giving you a timeline of the investigation and the apprehension of Vincent Harp. Then there was a walk around 7:30 p.m. Vincent told Drew Mumich that he went on a walk around 7:30 p.m. and Vincent Harp said Katlyn Harp disappeared for a moment. We were each smoking a cigarette and I went back to get a drink. I came out and she wasn't there. Oh, she had gone for a walk. Excuse me. This was around the time a location tracking app last registered a location for her phone, according to Katlyn Harp's sister, Heather Lane, 33 of Lewiston. But Vincent Harp said Katlyn Harp came back and told him she was trying to clear her head. So the last location tracking app got tracked her around 7:30 p.m. He says she went for a walk around that time, but that she came back and told him she was trying to clear her head. Vincent Harp said he went to bed and woke up around midnight to see his wife outside on the balcony smoking a cigarette. Vincent Harp said he joined her again. The two talked briefly and he went back to sleep, he said. When he woke up Friday morning, he said he had a text from his wife stating she needed space. She was with a friend and would return in a couple of days. And he was like, what the F is this? Harp said. Now remember, this was around the time a location tracking app last registered a location for her phone was at 7:30 p.m. the night before. He's claiming all of this has happened, but that's the last time her phone was tracked. But he did say he didn't think much of it because his wife had disappeared before. Lane said Katlyn Harp always came back to her family in Lewistown. She would go back and forth between Lewistown and his house because they'd get into a fight. She'd leave and she'd go back, Lane said, but she would never stay out of touch from her sister for long. I looked back up to a year ago and all my messages between her, the longest we went without talking was a day and a half, he said. The last Lane heard from Katlyn Harp was a text exchange on Thursday night. On Friday, Vincent Harp said he decided to go look for his wife. This is the property she was found on. I thought we were good, like I didn't see it coming. I woke up to that text message, he said. I went everywhere looking for her. I drove around. That included heading to Middleburg area Friday because Katlyn Harp's ex-husband lived there, and he suspected Katlyn Harp may have headed to his home. There on a rural road, he said his pickup got stuck in the mud, making both him and the truck muddy. I tried to jack up my truck and put a log underneath it and other similar methods, but I couldn't get out. So somebody pulled me out, and that was about the gist of it, he said. But Lane said, that's her sister, Katlyn Harp's sister, said family members told her he was slated to receive medical treatment Friday morning, but did not show up. No one could get a hold of him. When he came back, he was covered in mud. He told them he got stuck, Lane said. Harp said Lane had events wrong. Later Friday, Vincent Harp said he went to the Hemlock Township Police to file a missing persons report. So had Lane and her family, Lane said. According to Harp, police told him they could not file a missing persons report at that time because his wife was an adult. When reached Tuesday, Hemlock Township Police Chief Mike Van Dyne said he could not confirm if Vincent Harp or another relative reported Katlyn Harp missing. Suspicious. Hemlock Police did not post a missing person report to its Facebook page Saturday and sent out a press release about the case Sunday. When asked if more than one person reported Harp missing, he declined to answer. I am referring all questions to the state police, he said. Van Dyne said the investigation was turned over to the state's police criminal investigation unit because it has more resources than his police department. State police issued no press releases on the case on Tuesday. According to Vincent Harp, after the state police took over, he interviewed from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. on Sunday. However, he said the police never read him his Miranda rights. Interesting, right? This is Vincent Harp's story, her husband, Katlyn's husband, and Katlyn has been found on his property in a metal box. Rest in peace. Vincent Harp said he continued searching by vehicle for his wife in the Bloomsburg and Katowice areas through Friday and Saturday. I drove to the last place where she went and looked. I've been searching and texting. I've been calling anybody I could figure out. I don't know what else to do, Harp said. Meanwhile, Lane and other family members searched around the Harps' home, looking for a body, Lane said. She believes her sister is dead because she didn't feel her soul anymore. Police also took Harp's phone. I gave them the phone. I gave them the passcode, he said. Police searched Vincent Harp's home Monday and said he willingly gave the state police a truck and a car. In the car, he said the police said they could see dried blood in it or something like that, but I think they're full of blank. Sold vehicles. On Tuesday, Vincent Harp sold a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Oh my. A sports car and a side-by-side all-terrain vehicle to 4 men who didn't give their names to raise money toward a $50,000 reward. I'd like to offer that for her safe return or information, anything you know. It is a cash reward, Harp said. Now, Harp's story is quite different than the timeline that the police have for him. Let me go ahead and read that to you. Channel21news.com reports that the state's police interview with Vincent Harp. Officials reportedly learned through the interview that Vincent had been in constant communication with Katlyn up to her disappearance. According to an affidavit, Vincent was inconsistent in his stories to state police, and we just heard his story, stating that he both did and then did not speak with a counselor on June 20th, and that he did and did not have his phone with him, explaining he did leave it at the office. See how conflicting stories raise red flags to investigators? They dig deeper normally. He also reportedly left out any locations and interaction he had with Katlyn during the time. So the investigation deepens, according to ABC 21news.com. According to an affidavit, police learned Vincent was at a Sunoco gas station on June 20th around 5:40 p.m. in Danville. Now remember, Katlyn Harp was last seen on June 19th, according to her sister. And that phone app, that was the last time her phone, they had record of it at 7:30 p.m. on June 19th. So on June 20th, around 5:40 p.m. in Danville, this all occurring in Pennsylvania, Vincent was at a Sunoco gas station. He reportedly asked for a pair of gloves from one of the workers at the store and then returned to his truck, a Chevy Silverado, which he used to travel to Shade Mountain Road, a location of interest in Katlyn's search. So he asked for gloves. Not suspicious at all, right? Officials say that during the interview, Vincent was unable to give an explanation as to why he was on the road, which is 15 miles long and reportedly not heavily traveled. Vincent also allegedly had gotten stuck on the road in a GMC Yukon earlier in the morning of June 20th, and we had read his account for that. Around June 20th at 6:20 p.m., Vincent reportedly returned to that location, described as heavily wooded and desolate. According to an affidavit, police found evidence of drag marks into and out of the wooded area. Oh my goodness. Stemming from a start point where officials were able to ping Vincent's phone. So it was phone pinged, and then they saw drag marks into and out of the wooded area. On June 25th, and that was on June 20th. On June 25th, a recently sold 2022 Kawasaki UTV that was brought to state police tested positive for human blood in the area of the driver and passenger seat. Remember, he sold several vehicles. Trail camera footage reportedly caught Vincent on the UTV as recently as June 18th. Vincent sold the UTV on June 24th. And I will put together a full timeline for us, a visual timeline. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that will be coming up so you can see it visually. I just want to make sure you get it now, just so you're hearing it as it comes out into the public. Vincent was caught on video news. Also, officers with the Middleburg caught on video, officers with the Middleburg Police Department say Vincent was seen on their surveillance video driving by from Shade Mountain Road in his Chevy Silverado with a large green box in the bed of his vehicle. That will turn out to be the metal box that Katlyn Harp, 33 years old, rest in peace, was found in on his property that he had sold in 2023. Notice he's doing a lot of sales, right? Vehicles, the property a couple of years ago. Oh, and just take note, if you missed my video yesterday, go back and watch it. It also tells of his previous record and rap sheet, and that his previous wife had passed away in 2021, and the family thinks of suspicious circumstances. And I have a feeling they will go back into investigating that as well. Okay, let's see here. Officers with Middleburg Police say he's seen on their surveillance driving by Shade Mountain Road in his Chevy Silverado with that large green box in the bed of his vehicle. And roughly an hour prior, Vincent is reportedly seen driving by a VFW in Bloomsburg. We'll map it out and we'll get a timeline going. Katlyn's found on June 29th. Officials received the call from Katlyn's sister saying that she believed she had found Katlyn on the property formerly owned by Vincent in the 80 block of Harp Lane. Officials arrived to find the green metal box. That was reportedly the same box in the back of Vincent's vehicle on June 20th. The box was found on the mountainside 180 yards from a cliff, just slightly north of Vincent's property with a strong decomposing odor coming from it. Cellular records placed him in the area June 21st around 10:30 a.m. by a dump site, and he was later seen just west of Harp Lane around 6 p.m. Remember, his charges are tampering with evidence, abuse of a corpse, and homicide. So the timeline is listed below. And I am going to share that with you, a little rough estimate of what he had been up to after Katlyn was reported missing. June 20th, 10 to 11 a.m., Vincent gets stuck on Shade Mountain Road in Yukon GMC. Now, Katlyn speaks with her sister the night before at 6:44 p.m. for the last time, and her phone pings through an app at 7:30 p.m. for the last time. That night, Vincent and Katlyn have an argument. 10 to 11 p.m., Vincent gets stuck on Shade Mountain Road in the Yukon. 4:08 p.m., Katlyn's sister requests a welfare check. This is June 20th. 5:40 p.m., Vincent seen on surveillance driving by with a large green box from Shade Mountain Road. 5:41 p.m., Vincent stops at the Sunoco to buy gloves in Danville. 6:20 to 6:50, Vincent returns to an area of Shade Mountain Road where he got stuck earlier in the morning. 6:50 p.m., Vincent is seen on surveillance driving by Middleburg Police Department, Pennsylvania, with a large green box from Shade Mountain Road. Katlyn's reported missing following a welfare check on June 20th. June 21st, 10:30 a.m., Vincent's phone records place him passing the area of a dump site on Route 42. 6:08 p.m., Vincent's phone records place him on Hollow Road west of Harp Lane, and we will map it out as well. Cell phone data on June 22nd places Katlyn Harp at her home. June 22nd, cell phone data places Katlyn Harp at her home on June 19th until 9:25 p.m. June 23rd, Vincent is interviewed by state police. June 24th, Vincent Harp sells a 2022 Kawasaki UTV, which is now we have found out has blood on the passenger and driver seats. June 25th, 2022 Kawasaki UTV is brought to state police. Blood is found by forensic analysis. Camera footage places Vincent on that UTV as recently as June 18th. Very damning information. June 29th, 12:29 p.m., Katlyn's remains are found in a green box at a property formerly owned by Vincent on Harp Lane. Wow. And he is now in custody, charged with tampering with evidence, homicide, and abuse of a corpse. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. I will give you updates as they are coming out. Prayers, condolences to Katlyn Harp's family. May there be justice for Katlyn. Vincent is awaiting to go before for his preliminary hearing, and any more details that come out, I will bring right to you. Thank you so much for being here. Keep keeping on, and until next time, talk soon.